Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I was married for 21 years, and cheating was never an issue in our marriage. In fact, that was the least of my worries. Never had to worry about it. I never thought I did. I never had a feeling that I had to worry about it. Never on either side. And then I got divorced, and I come into the dating field, and it is a absolute shit show. And if I had any idea what I was getting myself into, I probably would have stayed married.
Welcome to Rolling Ratchet.
Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way.
Be sure to like and subscribe. Subscribe and like. Also comment and share. Don't be stingy. I'm your host that smokes the most. They call me Nizzy Nice. Now, before I get this video started, I want to talk about that lady in the first clip. Her right here. Let her be an example that the grass ain't always greener on the other side. And I was once told, if you think someone else's grass is greener, then maybe you just need to water your own lawn. Now, full disclosure, I ain't never been married. I've had a woman propose to me. I'll propose to another woman, but I ain't never actually said I do. So why am I making a video about divorce? I'm glad you asked. I'm making this video because I got 3 homies that's all going through a divorce right now. One lives here in Brooklyn, one is in Harlem, and one is in Jersey. Though none of them know each other, yet all 3 of them are going through a divorce right now as I make this video. But before we talk more about divorce, we have to talk about its prerequisite. It's called marriage. So what is marriage? Marriage, by definition, is the legally or formally recognized union of 2 people as partners in a personal relationship. Historically, and in some jurisdictions, specifically a union between a man and a woman. In quotations, a happy marriage. Now, they left one very important word out of that definition, and that word is business, because marriage is a business. A friend of mine tried to tell me about this years ago. He was like, marriage is a business, right? I'm like, huh? Well, what about love? He said, well, if y'all happen to love each other, it's just a bonus, but it's really about the business. I didn't get it then, but boy, do I get it now. Now, if you don't believe marriage is a business, I will prove it to you right now. First of all, to legally get married, you have to get a marriage license. That's business. Also, you have to sign a marriage contract because you're entering a partnership with your significant other. And we all know whenever you sign a contract, that's business. Also, if y'all get a divorce and y'all really happen to own some shit, the courts will come in and divide the assets. Once again, that's business. Now let's listen to a man explain why a marriage contract is the worst contract that a man could ever sign. And ladies, before you come for me in the comments, these are his words, not mine.
Women are incentivized. Basically, there's such a major financial incentive for women to get divorced. As soon as there's even a hint of unhappiness, as a man, you should never sign a contract with someone who is rewarded for breaking it. No sane, informed man would or should sign that contract. As a businessman, it is one of the worst contracts you could possibly sign in your entire life.
Tell me one thing that man said that was false. I'll wait. Marriage contracts are totally in favor of the woman. This is why some men with a lot of assets, they are not in a rush to get married because they know they have no protection for their stuff if they get a divorce. Yeah, they can lose it all. And I know some of y'all might say, well, just get a prenup. Let me tell you about prenups. Most prenups ain't worth the paper they written on. You know how many men went to court with a prenup and it didn't hold up? Y'all remember the singer The Dream? He got married to Christina Milian and he had a prenup. But these damn divorce lawyers, man, these divorce lawyers, they so slick. They know how to finesse. When they got to court, her lawyer told the judge that when she signed the prenup, she was under the influence of some type of medication for a pregnancy. So you know what the judge said to the prenup? Void. Let me tell you something else about prenups a lot of people don't know. Fellas, let's say you engage and your wedding is 5 or 6 months away. If you go to your fiance and say, well, I can't go through with this wedding unless you sign this prenup. If she signs that prenup and y'all happen to get a divorce, when y'all get to court, her attorney is going to tell the judge, my client signed this prenup under distress. You know what the judge is going to say to the prenup? Void. Now, shout out to Coach Greg Adams, man. My cousin William put me on to him. If you a red pill type of dude, you definitely want to check out Coach Greg Adams here on YouTube. He's a thought leader in the manosphere. Let me tell you what I learned from Coach Greg Adams. He taught me that men marry for love, but women marry for business. Let me say that again. Men marry for love, but women marry for business. Because women, they marry for security. That's why most women, if they had it their way, they would marry the richest man possible. Because they're marrying for security. This is why so many women throw themselves at entertainers and athletes. Because they know if they have a baby, oh, they getting a nice bag for the next 18 years. And if they get married, they getting an even bigger bag for the alimony. Now, let me tell y'all a very interesting statistic when it comes to athletes and divorces. Did y'all know 70 to 80% of athletes get a divorce within 2 to 3 years of their retirement? Now, why y'all think that is? Let me tell y'all my theory. First of all, them women didn't marry for love. They married for business. And that marriage is perfect. As long as they man was on the road with the team for most of the year, as long as they man was at the stadium practicing for most of the year, that marriage is perfect. Because those wives could shop all day, get their manis and petties, and probably even have sex with the pool boy. But the minute that man retires, and that woman realizes he gonna be home every day, all day, for the rest of their marriage, she say, oh no. That's too much. I want a divorce. And they could do that. You know why? Because they've already taken care of business. They've already secured the bag. And they know they could walk away with half and not deal with that man another day in their life. Now let's listen to another woman talk about a woman who got a divorce. But the woman who got the divorce don't even know why she got the divorce. Yeah, I know. I'm confused too.
Recently heard someone mention going through divorce, and it was a woman divorcing her husband, and she said one of the hardest decisions I made was choosing to end the marriage, not because he was an awful man, not because he was abusive, not because he was any of those things. He just no longer was the best partner for me.
Fellas, could you imagine being in a marriage and you've done everything you can to make this woman happy, and she comes home one day and says she wants a divorce because you're no longer the partner for her? I would have been like, so who is the partner for you? I want to meet this nigga. Now, like I said, I got 3 homies that's all going through a divorce right now, and all of their wives want a divorce for pretty much the same reason. They're bored. Yeah, they're bored. And how many times have we heard of a woman cheating on her man because she was bored? But fellas, you know what's crazy? Have you ever heard of a married man that was bored? Probably not. You know why? Because a married man ain't got no damn time to be bored. He's too busy making sure the bills is paid, the house is straight, and the kids is good. When do you got time to be bored? Yet a married woman can find time in her schedule to be bored. Ladies, if you want to cheat on your man because you bored, how about you find a hobby? Now, do I believe marriage could work? Yes. The divorce rate is 50%. So that means out of 100 men, 50 of them got it right. But fellas, I want you to know, whatever you did to get your woman in the beginning, if you want to keep her, you're going to have to do that and more for the rest of y'all marriage. It ain't about what you did 3 months ago. It's about what you're doing right now. You got to keep your woman happy, intrigued, and surprised. Because the minute your woman get bored, it ain't going to lead nowhere good. But to all couples out there, married and unmarried, just keep God in your relationship, and may he lead you to more love, peace, and success. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Make sure you subscribe. I'm your host that smokes the most. They call me Nizzy Nice, and we rolling ratchet.